watch the film, I won't know. You know, the first group, you know, they went in for their 4 series or whatever it was, and we went 3 and out on all of those. So that was nice, probably unnoticed by most people. And then after that, I'm going to stand up. After that, you know, we were trying to find some guys in the seconds and thirds that can give us some downs, either in a backup role or on special teams. And there's been flashes throughout the spring practices of some guys doing that. But I didn't think today, and again, I got to watch the film, I didn't see a lot of the backup guys really strain or, again, individuals. I'm sure there were some, but I didn't see anybody really strain or show me anything special just off of being out on the field. When I watched the film, there might be some guys that did do that, but I'm cognizant of trying to find those guys, and I didn't really see any today. Just watching the game out there.
Is that a frustrating scoring system at all for a defensive guy like yourself?
It's probably pretty hard to win. So I guess if you're trying to win, yeah. But that wasn't what I was concerned about. I mean, you know, I would have been shocked, let's be honest. I mean, and I mean this sincerely, the scoring system was not that we should have let them score, you know, 9 touchdowns or whatever it was, but the scoring system wasn't what bothered me, because as you watch as a coach, you can tell whether you're playing well or not playing well, or guys are doing good things or not doing good things. So I'm mostly frustrated, and again, it's probably not fair until I look at the film, but I have to admit, off of walking off the field, I'm a little bit frustrated at not seeing enough energy, effort, finish by enough backup guys.
Well, what you've been seeing in the games last year is very seldom would a receiver be wide open for the other team. But today we saw a lot of wide open receivers. So is that kind of thing you're talking about? Or?
Well, that's part of it. But I think, you know, I have to be guarded in my words here, so that just have to be careful. You know, there was a lot of young guys out there that probably and they need to, probably don't know exactly what they're doing out there, and you're not going to put secondary guys in the game that don't know what to do or to line up and stuff. And that's not the only issue here, but yeah, there were way too many of those things happening, and all those kinds of things. You know, whenever you do something, they're frustrating. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, they're frustrating. I don't care who's in their 3rd team, 4th team, 5th team, you and I and my mother, you know, at the same time. I mean, at least, you know what you're supposed to do, play hard, run to the ball, and give effort. And I can guarantee this, okay? I can 100% guarantee this. 100% guarantee this. Whoever steps on that field for us in the fall, they will give effort. They will know what they're doing, and they will play hard.
You mentioned some of the things that initially maybe you didn't feel great about walking off the field. Was there something that you did feel really good about walking off the field?
That it was over.
What do you see from Brendan?
No, actually, to answer your question, Eric, I obviously our first group and some prominent 2s on their 4 series or whatever it was, I think it was 4 series, you know, was 3 and out. What we would expect, though, you know. But other than that, again, I keep coming back until I really watch film and look at individuals. There wasn't anything that flashed at me where I said, wow, that guy's really made a lot of progress. I'd like to see a little bit more, I'm going to use these words, mental toughness and fight in guys than I thought I witnessed out there today. And that's just, Coach Al being Coach Al, whatever that means. you only know to play the game one way, you know, and I think I had this same little rant and rave speech, although I'm keeping my composure here a little bit better. After our first game against Arkansas State last year, I remember not being real happy about how I thought the other young men that finally got a chance to played, those of you that were here last year. So really, that's the only disappointing thing right now. But we need to fix it and find out who's going to be those guys that we could put in that could give us some valuable downs.
What's your reaction to Deion Jordan going third overall in the draft? You've got to be pretty proud about that.
You know what? I'm so excited for Deion. He's such a winner on and off the field. I don't know if I could take any credit for that, and I'm not just saying that because that's the right thing to say. You know, you help young men along the way, and hopefully in some way, shape, or form I've helped, as well as other coaches on this staff and coaches, you know, that have been here before or after. But I'm extremely excited for Deion Jordan, and I think he's going to be a great pro. And the fact that, you know, the Dolphins got him, I think they got a tremendous leader, on and off the field, a tremendous young man that gets it with a high motor, that the sky's the limit for him. And so happy for all those guys that got drafted. Kiko going in the second round, that excites me quite a bit. I personally, and I know I'm semi-biased, but I don't mind saying this because I don't care. Kiko, to me, was the best inside linebacker in the draft this year. And I think that, and I'm going to put my neck out there, my foot out there, whatever. I think that they'll find out before his career's done that he's one of the better inside backers of this year's draft.
How do you think Deion will handle the pressure with going so high in the draft?
I think he'll handle it fine. You know, I mean, it's hard for me to answer because I'm not living in his shoes, but I know he seemed a little bit, he was very humble and nervous on the night that, you know, he finally got picked, and I could see where it just hit him pretty good. But Deion's a pro. He'll learn the ropes. You know, hopefully he'll latch onto those guys that are really winners and understand it, and I think he'll be fine.